So no one told you the podcast was gonna go this way. We just have B and Cap and Jim is MIA. It's like we're only reviewing Australian beers. 2 subscribers done last year is all of our fears.
It's a Doom review.
A new excuse from Zoo.
It's a Doom review.
'Cause we have no views.
It's a Doom review.
Let's drink till we're sore.
It's okay 'cause no one's watching. That's right.
All right, Doom Nation.
Strong.
We are here for another Doomed review.
What?
I'm excited for this one because it's probably not going to be good, which is the whole allure
I think it's
to
going to
the
be
entire
great.
thing. Captain, what do we got?
I don't even know what this is.
Wow.
I-
Look at this red.
I don't know how to read.
Tullibardine? Is that how
Tullibardine. I don't know. I don't know
It's
if am I pronouncing that right? You might know.
I don't know.
it's a Highland. It's a Highland single malt Scotch whiskey. It's an artesian.
It's artsy
Whatever the fuck
fartsy.
that
Yeah.
is.
Artisan.
Let's see. Do we got an alcohol content on here? 40% alcohol.
The boys are here. We're watching some wrestling. We're reviewing some booze.
It's a good old Saturday night.
It's a 93 from Best Buy. I don't know why I would have a 93 from Best Buy. It's a Best Buy.
Ooh, what camera
I
are we
guess you
looking
could say.
into?
We had to pre-order this with the Switch
You
too.
think? Was it?
When did Best Buy start selling liquor?
There you go. Nice. It's a little bit light color.
All right, let's do it quick. All right, so the Tullibardine Artisan is aged 12 years, which is pretty impressive. And it's in first fill bourbon barrels and then, which I always love, 14 months in Oloroso sherry casks. So let's, Scagz, share the price point on this
Okay.
because a 12-year scotch that was then aged in sherry casks usually goes for a lot more. Big reveal.
All right. I paid a grand total of $23.24
Wow.
Big.
for this.
Wow.
For a 12-year age.
Did you have a coupon?
I mean, that's pretty cool, honestly, you know. So let's see.
Yeah, I normally don't like
You
to
wanna take
sherry
a little
cask.
whiff?
You know it smells like shit.
Let's see what we got, you know.
Yeah, I was going to start pouring it for everybody.
And don't
Or-
forget, guys, you
Or the
know,
shitty whiskey in my nice.
that is an insanely
Little butt chug action.
healthy glass you poured there, pal. I like it.
This looks very thin. I don't have any high hopes.
Well,
All
it's-
right, well,
it's
stop
thin-
looking at your wiener and
Yeah,
let's
thin
drink
meat.
some fucking.
Thin meat.
I'm talking spaghetti stick.
This guy's talking spaghetti string.
Yeah, so the boys are all here. Tullibardine, Captain. Any other? You got anything you want to read off of the box? Anything?
Give me
Yeah.
that glass.
Where do we put
Even one letter.
What do we do? Burn it? We burned the box already.
There we go.
One letter. You want to read one letter off the box?
The glass.
Tea.
Can you wake the fuck up?
I like the other reviews without the headphones because it's
Yeah.
it's like
Lot
hard
going
to,
on.
It's hard to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need someone else to do it. I'm
Yeah.
also moving the cameras.
I
around
hear
and
you,
shit
pal.
here.
It's a lot of work.
Let me see.
Family-owned independent distillery believed
Guy's putting
in
coal
doing
in
things the
furnace.
traditional way. Let's
Costco.
see.
This was a Costco buy. Costco.
Little
Look,
more, little
I'm not expecting much, but I'm hoping for a lot here.
Apparently, hold on. The history of Tullibardine for distilling and brewing is one of the oldest Scotland located black forts. The gateway to the Highlands was there in 1488,
Whoa.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Mikey.
The Dread
You know about that?
Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
right around the day you were born, Mike.
Happy birthday to Mikey.
Mike, you having some?
Reborn.
Uh,
I don't like scotch, so
Oh, but it's a review. Just have a little sip, a little taste.
Kind of racist.
You tell us
huh?
if you like it or
You
not.
got a
We go.
glass right next to you there, Gramps.
Mike, I don't think Mikey's ever sat in on a doomed review. So real quick,
So-
Mikey, it's just for a taste. We'll
Go
go around.
I
You,
watch what you guys
Yeah.
do.
Apparently, he likes it shaken, not stirred.
What is it? All right. Can they see me? Like,
yeah,
what-
I'm
what-
moving the camera, so
What
like
do
when
you
you
do?
guys talk.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
yes.
John Cena,
What
they can see you.
bald-headed fuck
They can
over
see
here
if they're
saying
wearing those
is,
glasses from Harry Potter. You fucking
Yes.
ghost.
I do shake. Something I was born with. Can't control it.
That's
Shake
okay.
loves it.
It's all right.
Doom review to shakes.
Shake it like a Polaroid.
Maybe it'll make
picture.
it taste better because you're mixing it up. You know, getting a little air.
Yeah.
All right, boys, you
It's
ready?
not my ears, it's my hands.
And you ruined it.
I didn't see that coming.
All right, let's go. So Brian's got a little taste now of cap in there. A little cap from the cap.
A cap from the cap. Cheers, boys.
Gentlemen.
Skagz, thanks for having us, pal. Thanks for facilitating as always. Mikey, good to see you, pal. Zoo in the corner.
Money in the
over there.
bank.
Comfy couch, man.
Oh yeah, not good.
Right off the bat, it doesn't smell bad.
Actually, smells pretty good.
Actually,
It's got a little bit of
It tastes that bit.
it's got a light smell.
But I don't know the stuff like you guys do.
I mean,
Not horrible.
20 for $20.
Okay. All right.
That's actually pretty smooth.
For $20 is not bad.
Ooh.
But
I actually taste like a $20 bill.
It's just fire water. It's just hot water.
It's not that hot.
I could
It's
really
not- it's-
smell the shit.
Yeah,
It's really not
Yeah.
that hot.
It
You
is.
take a good whiff, you could really smell the shit.
Yeah.
Oh, mine.
As I bury my nose in the-
Hi guys, I'm back.
It's the
You're gonna
snifter
finish
glasser
exactly.
that you
That's
got
what it
there.
is.
Yeah, you're really getting the full nasal,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
Could also
Experience.
be your sniffing device. You might be smelling the septic tank in the backyard.
Could be.
Which is full of sherry. So essentially,
That's the sherry cask that it was aged in.
All right, hold on.
Did you drink it yet?
I gotta sip again.
I did. What are some initial thoughts here?
Dude, there's
I'm surprised.
No,
I'm
there's
surprised.
No flavor. It's just all like a back end burn.
Yeah, but I also
Yeah.
expected it to be like
So
sipping
Oh, so
Band-Aid.
tasting nothing is better than tasting.
No, it's not. I didn't taste nothing.
Paint.
I taste liquor. I thought it was gonna taste like a used Band-Aid. It tastes like a decent
like
sip.
a new Band-Aid.
Yeah, no, not even a new one. Like
Yeah.
normally when I take a sip of something, you know, I'm
Inedible
not a
one.
big Scotch or whiskey drinker.
put it down.
This
it's
doesn't
making,
hurt.
it's making a lot of noise.
This is
I bet.
very easy to put down.
Yeah.
I expected it. Like you think the cheaper it is, the more it's gonna
Right.
fucking destroy your throat. I could take 3-4 sips of this and not have a problem with it.
So-
It's not bad at all.
Some quick background. I see this all the time in Costco. No one ever buys it. It's always completely full. There's never one missing.
Hmm.
I've been seeing it all these months we've been doing these reviews. I've
Wow.
been seeing it there, $23. And the running joke in my own mind was like, boy, that must be just the worst whiskey. No one is
Maybe
buying
nobody wants to man up though and taste it.
Could be.
and see
Yeah.
what's going on. Because
I mean,
right
if
now, I think this is worth $23.
I mean,
I
it
would
aged 12
gladly-
years. It was on the shelf for
I would
12
gladly
years.
spend $23 on this and be okay with it and be like, you know what? I think I might have underpaid. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
agree with
I
that
would-
sentiment.
I would
I
very
paid a
decent.
lot more
Yeah.
for scotch that I liked
Right.
way less than that.
We've opened up
Yeah.
a $200 bottle here, and I drank it, and I was like, you know what?
That
I'm
is
gonna
fair.
off myself tonight.
That is,
This is
that is a
disgusting.
fair assessment.
This is like $23. I very happy with this.
You know what? You didn't lose on it when
No.
you have a $200 bottle.
Well, I
like-
never lose because I never pay for any of it, but I would gladly throw in for this. You know,
right, but
18 cents
Yeah.
between us
$3 each.
But
and be okay with it.
yeah,
You know?
but in like a review sense to tell the people who are watching, like, you're not going to lose out on it. Really,
Yeah.
it's not a $200 gamble. It's a cheaper gamble.
It's very light. If you look there,
Yeah.
it's a very light, and it tastes very light. Captain, I heard just before saying it's like water. It is right at the beginning. It does almost taste like you're drinking a watered down,
Yeah.
bourbon or whiskey or whatever. I will admit that.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm impressed. I was expecting this to be funny because it was going to be so bad that we'd all be like spitting it out or something like that. Again, keep in mind the frame of reference: $23 with inflation.
That's
And the way things are looking politically
and tax.
in America nowadays. I mean, this might be
Yeah,
a
our new
go-to,
top shelf.
a go-to, yeah, top shelf or at
We
least
should buy a couple of
top
cases.
inflation shelf. Mr. B, what are your thoughts? You're kind of the expert here.
Well, I think it is. I'll tell you one thing. It's not pretending to be something it isn't. So I respect that.
That's fair.
I'll tell you that right now. I think the worst liquor that we've reviewed on this podcast so far, because it could get worse, is
And it will.
the one with the copper bottle with the
Oh, the Deacon.
The
The one
Deacon?
that I
Yeah,
got.
that
It
was
was a complete gimmick bottle.
that was
Yeah.
tough. Yeah,
That was bad.
that
yeah.
was tough. I drank that. I felt very upset and angry. I felt like I lost money even though I didn't pay for it. And now I kept it in my basement to remind me every time I look at it that no matter how bad things are, they could always be worse.
Yeah.
Like if I had the worst day of my life, it could get worse if I drank that. So
Yeah.
I don't drink that. So I think this is actually pretty good.
Worse than
It's,
Evan Williams, B?
Well, yeah, yes. Yeah. well-
Worse than Evan Williams?
Well, I don't know. That's from
another
another
episode.
lifetime ago. I don't know. I think this is good. I mean, it's something, it is what it says it's going to be. So
Why don't you start? Why don't you give it a number score?
us could start it off. Sure. I think realistically for me, if, price considered, I mean, it's not something I would buy ever again, just because I don't, I'm not really in the mood for it.
Cheap fuck.
I would go with a 5 because I think it's a solid, decent tasting bottle, but there's really not much in it. If this was truly aged 12 years, which it said it was, I don't know. That's kind of surprising because I would expect over 12 years that just a little more came out. Maybe the sherry, for the 14 months that it mentioned, really smoothed it out. I don't know. I've had plenty of scotches that were aged 12 to 18 years and finished in sherry that had a lot more flavor than this.
Mhm.
Maybe Tullibardine said, hey, this is what it is. We're going to sell it to Costco. You want me to finish it up?
No.
I'm fucking with you. Yeah, I think it's a 5 out of 10. It's a $20 bottle. And honestly, it's good for people who don't want the burn, and that's that. So
I was thinking
I do a 5 out of 10,
that's a good point.
but I think it's good.
The sherry
Yeah.
cask. I normally don't like the sherry cask, but I kind of like this one. I bet you this is like a cheaper sherry cask.
Well,
They're
I'll tell you
probably
what.
using. How do we know what sort of quality the cask itself is?
Well,
Like, how do you,
and-
you know?
I'm sure if we look into
Could be a
it,
Costco cast. There.
yeah, I'm
The
sure if we
Kirkland
look
cask,
into
yeah.
it,
Well-
it's a runoff of some other brand that like failed and they had a ton of inventory. So Costco just rebranded it and is selling it.
And
That's
it
true.
said the casket it said Oloroso, right? And then furthermore, who's to say that you don't really know how good something's going to turn out in a cask until it comes out?
That's true.
Like the Aberfeldy 18 that we've got for Zulo's bachelor party. I have a bottle in my basement. That's my favorite bottle of liquor. It's an 18 year, so maybe it matured a little bit more, the Aberfeldy 18.
Yeah.
And I
6 years
think one
makes a
was,
difference.
it does. One was in a Poliac cask. One was in a word I can't pronounce, go
An
to,
arm
whatever.
cast.
But the point being is, you don't know till it's out. For 20 beans, this is good. I'm just rating it a 5 out of 10 just based on its taste. But it's really good. It's nice.
That's a straight shooter.
It's very light.
Who wants to go next?
I will.
Okay.
Because I'm me. And we're actually
What?
we're making a line here.
Scotch.
you know?
It's me.
It's like me.
It's me. You.
Hey, Lord, it's me, you, me, you, me, you. So I'm gonna give this like a 7.6.
Okay.
Based
Pretty good.
on the fucking shock factor. I expected to drink sewage tonight. When you told me,
Hey guys, I bought a $20 bottle of fucking liquor from Costco. It's gonna be probably bad, but we're gonna rate it.
I expected literally to drink an electrical line like on the street.
We're not that lucky. We're not that lucky.
Honestly, I would have rathered to die tonight, but honestly, I was pleasantly surprised. It was like an unexpected finger in the,
We-
in,
we
the,
might
in the
get-
back door.
We might get El
It was
drinking
good.
scotch.
It was good.
I'm happy to hear that.
I'm always gonna drink what you guys are drinking.
Yeah.
It's not. You're never gonna turn me away from what I love, but I will always cheat on Tito with a little side hoe. And
right.
this side hoe, she tasted good.
Side dish makes the main taste better.
My tongue isn't gonna, be paralyzed tomorrow. I didn't smell any shit on the way in. It was decent. Like I said, I was like a 7.5, 7.4, whatever I said. I think for the money, 100% worth it.
Give me that both of them real quick. I just noticed something by looking at them back to back. Let me
Pass-
show you the
pass that
difference
over.
in color between what is this here?
Well, you
got,
got,
horse-
95 proof bourbon
Horse
Yeah.
Soldier and Tullibardine.
versus
Look at
80 proof scotch.
Which I think is pretty good. I think we should get another bottle and review that one day.
The horse soldier?
Yeah.
Well, apparently this one I wasn't just
Not to
as,
derail,
as a side, but this horse soldier is not bad. But I did a little research. This is their first offering. They have higher end
Okay,
bottles.
yeah,
How about we-
just
so we
check it
should
out.
Focus.
Try to source one of those.
They're
All right.
firstborn.
Okay,
Wow.
let's move on. Who wants to go
Foreshadowing.
next? Danny, let's do it.
Keep the line intact.
Go ahead,
Okay.
boys.
I'll give it a 6.8. It is economic friendly. Honestly, it did give shock value. There's really no burn, or as a last review, the heat hump. There's really no hump to
The
be,
heat hump.
The heat
The
hump.
heat hump.
Good callback,
Heat hump.
Danny.
Hashtag HH.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trademark that.
My only issue is the aftertaste that lingers in my tongue. That's really it. I liked it at first. It was surprising. Then as you guys were talking,
It does
I'm
stay with
tasting
you.
a little I don't know.
Okay.
But for the price, we can't really complain.
Yeah.
I think it's like a newbie,
You'd
something
be
if you want to. What?
For that price, you can complain.
Yeah. What'd you give it? Did you give it
Six.
A 6.8.
6.8.
6.8.
We didn't
Rookie
play
score.
through
Rookie score.
Costco.
Fair enough.
Mikey, you're next. What do you
Michael.
got?
Comment.
What do you think?
Did you really like it or did you not like it?
You know what? I would say I didn't like it.
There you go.
But
So
then
it's-
that's why I would say it was good. Because if I don't like that, I don't like.
I didn't like it. That's why it was good.
That's why it was good.
Really,
Interesting.
I'm
logic.
not a
He's
fan.
just going against his gut. So he's like, if
Right.
I don't like it, it must be great.
I'm not a fan of this. This
Sure.
ain't my drink.
Yeah.
So yeah, it burned going down. It had that taste. So
Compared to your family drink of Hennessy, how is it?
Oh my god.
first of all, I drink gin, but
There we go.
Okay.
Fair enough.
You had to give it a number
what'd you
score
think?
out of
Number?
10.
I would say
Spell
for
gin
that
backwards.
price,
What do you
I
really
would say,
drink?
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's what I went with.
Solid.
I figured if it went down like water, then it was like, okay, that shit is cheap.
I see what you mean.
But
Yeah.
it burned it. To me, it was
I
like
see what
drinking
you're
any
saying.
other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
That's actually a
makes
good.
sense.
That makes sense.
It's a good methodology
Yeah.
to deploy on your first Doom
Sound.
review. I have to say,
Yeah.
sound.
if I liked
Astute.
it would have been
An
bad.
astute observation.
Camera's on
Holy
you.
shit.
Let's go to you.
Me? I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
Okay.
It's not. It's not great. The one thing that really brings it back is the dollar value.
Yeah.
$23.
20.
That was
Good.
with tax.
24.
tax.
23,
I mean,
24. One number, 1 cent higher than the first number.
I like
And
that.
I mean, if
membership.
you look at it, there's really nothing to it. It honestly just tastes like sherried wine with
Yeah,
a hint of
yeah.
whiskey. Which I'm surprised because it's supposed to be aged 12 years.
That's what I
like
read,
you
but
said, I'm surprised at the lack of depth in the flavor
yeah,
profile.
starting to
but,
think that might not be right.
but man, I gotta tell you, I would drink it again. I'd have another glass
That's
of it.
just natural. That's not, it's not a,
You know, 5.5.
5-5.
That's my
all right.
score.
I agree with that. I would probably continue. So one of the interesting things about our Doom reviews is like, are you going to continue drinking on our longer form podcast? The thing that we're reviewing, I agree with you. I would continue drinking this. I will be adding ice to it later. However, we got some other things in here. So I am going to give it a 5.9. It doesn't deserve a 6.
All right.
$23.24. This could be
I can't.
huge. Could be a huge find economically the next couple.
I can't
years.
imagine it with ice. I feel like it's gonna be.
Oh, it's gonna be
nothing.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Like-
be which will
like,
be interesting. It's gonna be
literally,
so watered down.
I
Yeah.
feel like if you gave me this with ice for the rest of the night, you'd never see me again. I would not, just from like not drinking,
Yeah.
bourbon regularly. I would put it down like nothing and just
Yeah.
disappear.
Well,
All right, so here I'm giving it like a 4.
Low
Okay.
score. Low
Yes,
score.
yes.
Shocking.
You need-
This guy came into this bitter,
Yeah.
kicking people out of seats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very angry.
Bad day.
One-
Mail was soggy.
One
where's
going
the-
into it, I had no idea that like you had this joke going on that it must be like the shittiest. So I was just
We
coming
can't
into
always review a really good whiskey.
Right,
You got to
no,
mix it up.
I
Yeah.
Judge a book
completely-
by its cover, buddy.
Exactly.
I completely agree, and I agree on that point too. I've took random tequilas and found like cheapos that I really like.
Okay.
But this is the thing why I'm giving it such a low score, because there's other. I'd rather get for $23. I'd rather get a bottle of Jim Beam,
Mm.
or for like $20, like what
That's a good point.
$28, I could get a bottle of Jameson.
Sure.
All stuff I've enjoyed drinking for a
Scotch,
millennia.
Scotch versus bourbon versus
Yeah,
Irish
right,
whiskey.
right.
So you got a couple
They're-
different.
Okay, fair.
I don't
fair enough.
disagree though.
I
I
would
don't
never
disagree.
sip Jameson.
They're different
But like,
alcohols.
But would
but-
you ever want to actually drink Jamie on the rocks?
Never.
Would you?
No.
I
You-
would-
you might.
I don't want to drink it in general.
I would
I'm
drink
asking-
Jim Beam on the rocks.
I know you drink Jim.
compared to this.
Yeah, but
for
Jim
the
Jim
same
Beam.
price?
That's a
Different
classic.
than-
That's
different
bourbon,
than
though. It's
Jameson.
Yeah.
completely
Say
different.
Jameson,
Yeah.
that was like a very violent thing to say.
Jameson is a shot.
But I get what you're saying.
Never.
But like, there's other things that we could
Even
go
as
and
a
buy
shot,
for
you don't want
$23.
For the
Yeah,
money.
shot
For the
is
money. Yeah.
disgusting.
This to me it smells okay, but like the whole sherry cask thing,
Yeah.
that should be like an intense flavor.
Right,
There's
right.
none
That's a
of
good
that
point.
there.
Yeah.
It's just hot water. It goes in so
Oh,
smooth.
you're not wrong about
It
that.
goes in so smooth, you don't taste anything, and then you just get hit with all like the heat and the alcohol.
But-
And it's good. Like it's stronger. It's not a terrible.
you drink hot water all day in your mail truck, so
Thank
it's
you.
similar.
And,
Liquor mailman. Yeah.
Yeah.
and so it's just there's nothing there. Like we've tasted better stuff.
No argument.
Again, when you compare it to everything else we've had, like I said,
I like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best review
of
is a
course.
sound.
Yeah.
You like you know like
Yeah.
a sound you're gonna make
I give
about
us,
the thing that
Checks
conveys
out.
a lot of
I give
information.
us credit. This is the best match to do this review through.
Yes. Lila Valkyria and Becky.
No
Yeah.
one cares.
All right. That is our review of Tullibardine Artisan
They
Whiskey.
literally look like wacky inflatable arm fillings.
All right.
5 point.
What was the average there? About
I
a
was gonna say, we
5?
gotta do.
Yeah.
We gotta start doing
5.
averages.
We should do an average.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I
I
threw
feel
it
like
up
it was
there.
a 6.
Well, you can Scagz should do that in
Or
post.
5.1.
Yeah, you should.
Post.
Yeah.
You should
Don't
do a
worry.
little
Post Malone.
got a
average,
calculator?
graphic.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Take